don't know where to begin, but let's just establish our base colors so that we have some context to work with. Yeah, starting is the hardest part. I really dread starting because I don't know where to begin, but I think we just need to establish some context first, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna start by just laying down a base tone of her skin, just like a neutral pinky color or peachy color, and then we'll just go from there. Just get some tone down to start. Usually start out pretty light so you have some room to go darker. I am going to try to color around those tears so that I can keep them lighter until I know what to do with them. And for the hair, I'm kind of seeing, in my head, I picture the hair to be kind of this salmon-y pink color. So I'm just gonna lay down this salmon-y pink color and we'll go from there. And I'm not really gonna worry about the highlight on their hair at this point, since I think this color is light enough if I want to draw around it to create the highlight color. I'm gonna go in with the peach color in the hair to see if I can boost it up a little bit, make it a little bit more beigey. So I'm not going in very heavy at this point, just enough so that we have a nice little base tone for all the elements. So we know what we're dealing with here. And to complement the hair, I'm going to make the collar, ruffle collar thing a kind of green color like this. So I'm gonna go in with that, very light kind of first layer of that. So I'm kind of laying down this yellow color all over this area here because I want the color to influence all the elements so it looks like they're all in the same environment. Okay, so I don't watch Steven Universe and I don't really know much about it, but the colors are reminding me of one of the characters, I think, from that show. That's funny. I'm probably gonna try to move away from that a little bit. But here is our kind of color scheme for now. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw some colors around and see what happens. Kind of treat it almost like watercolor, like the paper is wet and I'm just kind of throwing some paint around and seeing how the paint settles and the colors all meld together. And then see what emerges out of all of this. But yeah, I cannot unsee the Steven Universe character here. I don't know what their name is. Maybe something like Joy? I have no idea, but you know who I'm talking about. I mean, maybe the character is not even all that similar. Maybe I just think it's similar. I kind of want this to look very like Renaissance-y. Yeah, I want it to have this kind of classical vibe to it. I think that's kind of always what I'm aiming for, where I'm trying to kind of marry this contemporary style but with traditional and classical like foundations. I'm very inspired by classical work as opposed to more contemporary works, but I am very inspired by contemporary works as well. But in terms of the actual like execution of my artwork, I'm very influenced by the classical foundations. So I'm just modeling my forms ever so gently, just seeing what emerges. I don't know why, but I feel like every move I'm making is making it look more like that character, but maybe I'm just crazy. I need to maybe just pull it up and then compare and see if that's true. Regardless, I really like that. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I really like what I did. I guess my reasoning was this whole area seemed a little bit too warm, so I wanted to throw some cools in to kind of temper that down. Right now I just want to put some definition in the hair so that the hair takes a little bit more shape. I'm just taking a pink here, a slightly maybe darker pink, I'm not even sure. But the great thing about color pencils is you get so much variety out of just controlling your pressure with the pencil. You really have a lot of range with just a single pencil. You don't have to find a darker colored pencil to make an area darker. You could just simply apply it more strongly with more pressure. So I'm going to try to bring a little bit of yellow in some of these areas. Just create a little bit of a more like dimensional look. Yeah, I'm going to, I think, establish a background tone. I think I really want the character to kind of emerge out of the background. I need to start playing around with the background a bit more. So I'm just laying down a yellow for the background, but I don't know what color it's gonna be in the end. But yellow makes sense at this point in time. I'm gonna try going in with this blue here to make this whole area a little bit cooler so this area feels warmer. And again, I apologize about the lighting situation. I feel like the camera is kind of going in and out. Okay, so I think this is doing what I wanted it to do. So I'm just laying down a light wash of this blue color over all of this area so that it influences some of that color onto whatever I have down. And I picked the blue color so that it complements the kind of yellowish color down here. Now I'm gonna go in with this orange color. So I really like how that orange kind of mixed with the blue to create a more neutral color, but not just like a boring gray, but something that has a little bit more life to it, because you can see little bits of orange and blue popping forward. Maybe more of this yellow color. idea what's happening with the eyes yet, but we'll see what happens. Starting to commit to the hair shape a little bit by throwing in some harder, more definitive lines there. Don't really know how to go around. Don't really know how I want to draw these eyes. When I start making mistakes, I start to become a little bit bolder with my marks. Don't like that. No. Maybe I can fix it. Now it looks like a demon. Oh, that didn't go as planned. Yeah, she looks like a little demon baby. So I'm gonna try to erase this thing out as best as I can and then try again. Okay, that actually kind of worked. It's not bad, I can work with this. You know what, I'm gonna bring back the color erase pencil and just go back to drawing and just kind of try to draw it back out. Okay, I need to find my confidence back. If it's not gonna be beautiful, then let's just concentrate on finishing it. Maybe like an eyeshadow, just because. Well, this is not turning out well. This is not turning out well, you guys. Oh, let's just make them full bug people. Why don't we? Wow, this is not working. Not working at all. Why? Let's just give them maybe closed eyes. I think that might be the best kind of option here. You know, if it's gonna be bad anyway, then let's just see what we can do. So this doesn't look so bad to me. I think we can work with this, actually. Yeah, maybe if I give them like some kind of funky eyeshadow, then all this wouldn't be so noticeable. Desperate times call for desperate measures here. I already like that so much better. Maybe it was just meant to have closed eyes. Oh, looks a little alien-like, but it's okay. I think that is kind of the theme that we're after. Yeah, some of these colors are actually so pigmented that it's kind of hard to lift them back up. Yeah, like I didn't mean to go quite so dark there. But there were a lot of things that I didn't mean to do with this sketch, and so we're just gonna have to roll with it. What an adventure, and we're not even close to being done here. Let's give them like a purple or maybe a blue eyeshadow. Maybe this color? Try not to make it look like a bruised eye. Please. 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 That'll do for now. It'll do for now. Maybe give it a duotone look and run this yellow down the highlight there. So yeah, what a roller coaster this has gone through. But you know what? I see some potential in it still. Let's keep going. I hope you guys are also seeing potential in here coming through. So let's just keep going. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I have to say, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm really just playing around and seeing how it all looks together and hoping that it works out. Yeah, this is not going quite as anticipated here. I really thought this video would be a breeze, but you know, so it goes. Well, I do like that warmth coming in from underneath there. So yeah, I think I kind of gave up at this point. Can we at least salvage this for Instagram? That is how I'm thinking right now. Can we at least salvage this for Instagram purposes? Because I've pretty much given up at this point, let's just go all out and do whatever we want with this, because why not? Let's just make some wild and funky marks now, because I think the ship has sailed where we can actually salvage this. Let's work on that tear. Well, what I thought was going to be a fun, easy video turned out to be quite the opposite. But let's use this as a learning experience. Shall we? Though it is quite liberating to just kind of let go of all expectations and just scribble around, because it's making me make more interesting marks that I otherwise wouldn't have thought to do. You know, it's kind of interesting all of a sudden. At least I'm getting interesting colors. The drawing I might not be super happy with, but at least the colors are somewhat interesting. Something about it is still keeping me coming back to it. You know what? We've come this far. Let's just keep going and at least make what we have right now beautiful. So instead of a blue for the eyeshadow, I think I want to make it green to go with the collar. So let's just go over the entire blue with this yellow here. That's a very radioactive yellow. Okay, I think that's working. What have I gotten myself into? So I think the picture is a little bit saturated. So I'm trying to tone everything down. Well, I'm trying to tone the collar down. So the saturation is reserved for the face. Is the character named Amethyst? I feel like I know the characters' names, but I don't know which one is which. I know there's like a garnet, I know there is a rose, and I know there is an amethyst, but I don't know who is who. So don't tear me a new one. You know, this isn't so bad. It could be worse, right? I feel like maybe I managed to kind of pull together something here, even though it is so far from what I had intended. So right now I'm just laying down some hard marks on the hair, the eyebrows. to make the drawing look a little bit more finished. I think the eyes actually turned out okay considering what I started with. Kind of like how they look at the moment. So I'm just going around and putting some different colors into the background to kind of make it a little bit more interesting than just a plain background. Just to kind of give it this like multicolored effect. Something I'm kind of doing a lot in my work lately. I really like this kind of confetti kind of look. So I really want to now just put the last final finishing marks on this sketch. So let's stop dilly-dallying. Honestly, I probably should have stopped working on this ages ago, but I am so stubborn. I really can't help myself. I just have to keep going. Part of me really does love the problem-solving aspect of art, and I think that's why I just can't let it go. If I feel like I messed up, I just have to see it through and like officially just like close the chapter on it and get like closure. Otherwise, it's going to drive me crazy. Is there anything else I want to do before I really let this one go? Anything else? So honestly, not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Really happy that I stuck through it and brought this to a finish. There were some tough moments back there where I really thought, you know what, this is a giant waste of my time. I am not enjoying this. I am not having fun. I just couldn't shake that it really reminded me of that character from Steven Universe, even though it probably in the end doesn't really look like that character very much. It might just be the color choices that I made, but I can't help it. It bothers me a little bit, but you know, that's just the way it goes sometimes. I really thought when I messed up the eyes early on that it was just done at that point, but I'm honestly pleasantly surprised that this solution with the eyes worked out in the end, and I actually like it a lot better than what I had going into this session. So yeah, despite all of my frustrations with this piece, I really hope that you guys still enjoyed the video and watching this come together and seeing how I pulled it off in the end. At least I think so. I think I did in the end pull it off. So yeah, I think I will just wrap it up there. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!